Second day of Paris Fashion Week, and we are so lucky because now I bring you to the exposition of AZZEDINE ALAԻA. It is closed for public. People will start to arrive just in an hour, but we are already here and I will bring you inside. You know, this exposition is not made in the same way as usually. They try to make here like a fashion labyrinth where the dresses of AZZEDINE ALAԻA and BALENCIAGA presented. So rather interesting way, and you can be lost here. Now you can see that I turned from right to left, from left to right, and if you don't check, sometimes it's rather difficult to say if it is a dress of AZZEDINE ALAԻA or if it is a dress of BALENCIAGA. In 1968, unfortunately, the house BALENCIAGA was famous, but he had to close its doors. And Madame Renée, she was working like assistant of BALENCIAGA. She decided to give maybe the second life to all the pieces of the collections and to sell some tissues, to sell some dresses and some jackets. So she called as well as AZZEDINE ALAԻA, and he was really in love with all the creations of BALENCIAGA, and he decided to purchase some pieces for his private collection. As you can see, everything here is almost black. Black is a fetish color, we can say. AZZEDINE ALAԻA he adored, and BALENCIAGA liked this color as well. So the silhouettes are really different, but sometimes you can easily recognize if it is AZZEDINE ALAԻA and sometimes not. If you want, you better stop and check in all the details, because you can always have a view on the buttons, on the pockets. What is very interesting, that every time when you come nearby the dress, you can check on the floor, there is an information about. So here, for example, we have BALENCIAGA dress, which was created in 1950, and the dress of ALAÍA comes from the collection of 2009. Can you imagine the age difference of these two pieces? But for me, each of them is very couture and very modern, and still it goes to my wish list. Don't forget, if you come to visit this exposition, to go upstairs and to check and to feel the atmosphere. Can you imagine AZZEDINE ALAԻA, one of the biggest couturier of all the times? He was working here in this place. So let's see what we have. Always very interesting to look how the dress is born, we can say, how it starts, just with a pencil, and after it's a real piece of art. AZZEDINE ALAÍA anyway made every woman very sexy every time, and he was working with biggest, you know, Naomi Campbell, very good friend of him. Unfortunately, he passed away, but his creations are still alive, and now this gallery is open every time for public with different expositions. He was so kind-hearted, and he is deeply missed by his fashion family and by all fashion lovers. So hope you enjoyed this small visit, but if you are in Paris, come to see it by yourself. You will not regret, because the creations of AZZEDINE ALAÍA is something you need to discover, is something you need to feel. Unfortunately, you cannot touch them, so to make all the dresses keep more on time. But don't hesitate and pass by the gallery of AZZEDINE ALAÍA in Paris.